Check 1 2 1 2. 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 All right. Hey guys, how's it going? Tighten this thing a little bit here. There we go. Hope everybody's doing well today. Hey. Yo. You want to see my armpit? No, you don't want to see my armpit. That's gross. All right. So we're just going to grab a bunch of... hold on one sec here. What the F? All right, hope everybody's doing well today. We're going to grab a bunch of textures and just create various blocks with lots of textures, and we're going to test all those various textures. So let's just type in tile texture on Google. We're just going to use a bunch of textures just for now. We're going to steal a bunch. We're not actually going to use them. We're just testing our system. So for those of you who didn't join me, I think it was 2 days ago, I'm creating a build system. Now, it's not going to be like Minecraft. It's just going to be more like The Sims. Basic build system to be able to build your house and furniture and stuff. Maybe a little bit of Animal Crossing vibes. Got to do that, right? All right, this one's called tile here. And I'm going to import it really quickly. All right, so we've got all of these different textures here. This is going to be called tile. There it is. Okay, good. We can drag it in there. And then we go to our player here, and we have a list of textures that are going to be swapped out if we press the letter G on our keyboard. We're just creating the prototype, guys. So everything you see is not final. All right. So if I press G, I can just slowly start placing tiles. Good. So far, everything looks pretty good. Now, the code that I've written means that the layering of each, first off, each block actually has to be a little bit bigger than what is being shown in the preview panel. So the reason why is because if it wraps around corners, we don't want to have a little cut there. So it's nice and smooth, okay? So we've written some code, and basically that code says, sorry. That code basically says that the material, depending on the material's number or ID, so in the case of the tile, the ID number is 4. It's 3. If it's 3, that means it's going to be just a little bit ahead and placed in front of this one here. That's so we don't get clipping, okay? So if we go back in time, or to, let's say, to wood, this brick or this tile should appear in front of our wood. I believe it does. Let's try it again. Looks good. Okay, so obviously we got a little bit buggy there, but that's okay. Cool. All right. So next thing you'll notice is sometimes we have some flickering. See that? The way we're going to solve that is, let's see here. We could also get flickering between textures. So let's do this. What we're going to do is we're going to actually, that is the weirdest way to drink coffee. By the way, guys, this mug is on sale if you guys want to get it. It says, give it a shot, see what happens. That's my mentality when making games. Just try it out, see if it works. You can grab a copy. Not a copy. You can grab a physical copy of this mug using the store link below. That helps support this studio and keeps me going. All right. All right, so let's do this. In order to avoid textures appearing on top of each other and flickering like crazy, we really need each layer as we go up on the y-axis to just advance a little bit more, bigger and bigger and bigger, so that they're always covering the layer before it, okay? So let's do that really quick. Let's go into our script here. When there's a script we're working on called, let's see here, updater. Let me just type it in. I can't remember what it's called. Block size updater, okay? So what we're gonna do down here is, first off, what this does is it tells us the local scale that each block should be based on the rotation. So if it's a flat one, it's gonna be a little bit bigger than the ones on the side so that it actually is in front of the ones on the side. We've got that going on. We've also got a material multiplier, meaning if it's, brick, it's going to appear in front of the wood. And then the final thing is we're going to increment based on the actual Y layer, okay? So we have a material multiplier vector. We also are going to have, if we go to our player script, we have these public variables available to us, the position multiplier, okay? So let's scroll down and we're going to basically increase the original scale size by the position multiplier, okay? That's all we're going to do. And it's going to be divided, actually, you know what? It's not really a position multiplier. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Original scale.x plus transform.position time dot y times position multiplier.x dot y and dot z. See that, guys? Yeah, we're getting issues. What is the problem here? Oh, I know. There we go. Okay, does that make sense, guys? Probably not. I'm not really explaining. Mr. Taco said, I seem like the guy who knows Hebrew. No, but believe it or not, several of my friends do. And my brother took it in college, but he doesn't remember it. But yeah, that's interesting that you would assume that, because it's not terribly off. I have a lot of religious associations. I live in South Carolina, so you can imagine. Okay. Ooh, it's getting hot and sweaty in my office. I kind of like it. I miss the springtime. I'm glad it's spring. Okay, so we've got this position multiplier. So basically what's going to happen is if position multiplier is set to 0, we're not going to have any scaling changes, okay? Does that make sense? I'm sorry I'm burpy today, guys. Will you forgive me? All right, let's get testing this layering system, okay? Let's test. Ready? Here we go. Everybody ready? All right, let's slam some wood down really quickly here. And what we're going to do is we're going to place wood on top. See how we have some flickering going on right there? How are we going to fix that? Well, what we do is we basically say, if you're above on a higher layer, increase the scale just a little bit. So we're going to go to our player script, and now we have this position multiplier vector here. And we can, hopefully, increase it just a tad. There we go. See that? Look. .001 seems to solve our problem. That's about all we need to do, guys. Uh-oh. Got a problem there, too. Let's make this .001. Thomas, you fixed it. Yeah, no I can't cuss on YouTube. No, duh. .003. Wait, what's this doing? Oh, no, we don't want to scale the Y. We want to scale... Yeah, that's the direction. .001. How about .0001? 2, 3. There we go. Is that better? Looks like we might have solved our problem, my friends. You definitely don't want it to be bigger than the material multiplier, though. You don't want it appearing in front of or behind certain materials. So it's a balancing act of 3 or 4 different variables that all determine the size of these blocks. This is why working with squares in Minecraft is so much easier, at least from a development perspective, because you don't have to worry about all this weird stuff. How's that? Okay, so we got some flickering going on here. That's not good. I thought we had fixed that. Let's see here. Ding, 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 ding. Gabriel. No, I don't talk to myself when I'm off stream, but I found out that when I do talk to myself or talk to you guys, I'm able to focus a lot more. And my energy level gets up. And in fact, I like to live stream before I end my day because talking to people actually helps me be in a better mood so that when I get off work, I'm really talkative with my family. So that's why I do it. One of the reasons why I do it, at least. So we're getting some flickering here. See that, guys? That flickering right there? That's not what we want. Let's go to scene view and take a look. All right, butt liquor. Let's see what's going on. So I believe that is this number right here. Yep. So it probably need to be 0.02. There we go. How about, I really want to do small increments. 0.011. No, 0.0011. See what we're doing, guys? We're creating some very subtle variations in our scale. Okay, we got a problem here. I know you can't see, sorry. Now we have a problem over here. But, guys, the scale is shifting from the center of the thickness. So that's good news because it's just scaling across the board. So how about 0.002? No? What? Hold on. That sucks. Wait, hold on. Okay, this is not good news. Not good news at all. Does it need to be at 0.01? It might. That sucks. Okay, well, let's just double check. Everything looks good. You know what, guys? Huh. Boy, I don't think it matters. That sucks. I think what we need to do is multiply the position. What if let's just see if this is the right number first. So let's go to play mode, and nice shot. How many of these can we stack until we get a problem? Are we seeing any flickering? Look, guys, it's working. It's working! It's working! Okay, so yeah, it looks good. I was gonna say you can kind of see it when you move the camera, but I don't really see any flickering going on, actually. Okay, so let's take a screenshot of this so that we remember the correct numbers. I hope this is making sense, guys. It's kind of hard to explain. It's not because it's too clever for you guys. It's because it's probably a terrible way to handle this. But I'm just going to do it my way. I'm going to give it a shot. See what happens, right? Okay, what if we, let's see here. So you can kind of see those edges right there aren't perfectly aligned. And that's not great. But let's just, okay, there we go. For those of you who are just joining us, we're working on my next game. Just want to make sure everything works, guys. So far, that looks pretty good. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. Hello, this is kind of a cozy house. Hey, look at that. I don't really love that. But that's not really the way people are going to do windows. Look at that. Look, we've got flickering going on. Why is that? Oh, I know why. We're not going to worry about that right now. Okay. I wonder what happens when I rotate one of those. Let me just try something, guys. Okay, see that? We're getting flickering because there is... Well, the flickering stopped. Okay, it's still there. Okay. So the flickering is occurring because they're right next to each other. So what if I make the rotation 0.0001? What happens? Nope, nothing. Okay. Doesn't fix it. What if I keep rotating? Okay, that's not the rotation we want to do. Not that direction. We want to go this direction, maybe? Maybe. That might be the one right there. Or 0.000. How about 0.01? How about just 0.1? You get some weird stuff going on right there. Huh. But that's actually okay because we're going to create a... we're going to make it loop properly. That might be an okay to... I can't talk. An okay way to fix our material issue. And what our material issue is basically if we have multiple materials next to each other, eventually there's going to be one or two that flicker. Just a tad. So I think that one of the ways that you could fix it is... See that? Look. One of the ways you could fix it is just make the rotation a random point floating number. So if I take that and I go 0.01, 0.01, 0.01, it should fix it. It does. Man, Thomas. Pretty cool. Okay, so I think what we could do is we could, for every single block, just set the rotation to a random floating number that's very small. You understand what I'm saying? So there we go. Ooh, it looks good. What about this? Oh, we're getting there. Okay, so we're able to build. So that looks kind of weird right there. What's going on right there? No, we're okay. No, I'm not too worried about it. My computer's about to take off because all of the sizes are being updated currently inside of the update loop. So that's what's going on with my computer. All right. So if I just keep doing this, hopefully... Hey, now. That's looking good. Sweet. Let's put one in here. Beep. Good, okay. So the final phase or final solution... Oh, no, don't say that. The final... The final answer to why the materials are flickering is to do a random rotation. So let's try that out. The last bit. So we increment based on the rotation so that corners line up properly. So, and also if it's flat, we want it to actually be a little bit higher so that it's not perfectly in line with the corners, causing flickering at the corners. We also change the scale based on the material so that the higher up in the material integer you go, the more it's going to appear in front of the other one so that we don't get flickering of two different materials. The third is incrementing based on the Y position so that things above actually appear in front of the other ones. The final increment is increment rotation by small random float. So we're going to get a float here. We're going to call it random float. Random rotation multiplier. How about that? You want to know something? It's going to be happening in the update. So we're going to be getting like all the blocks. Dude, let's do this. Let's make them wiggle. This is going to be fun. So random rotation multiplier is mathf.random, and then we can do 100 or 0 up to 1,000. How's that? And then divide by 1,000. Well, that's going to be with the ability to rotate by 1. That's good. Actually, it's going to be not a float, but a vector 3. Okay? So it's going to be new vector 3, and we're just going to do, yeah, random floats here. See this, guys? And that's not right. Random.range. Isn't that weird that mathf is not used for random? I find that interesting. I don't know why that wouldn't be the case. Can y'all see my screen? Hopefully you can. Then what you do is you do random rotation multiplier, original scale plus that right here. Random rotation multiplier dot x dot y and then dot z. Okay, see that? Now what's going on? Oh, that's wrong. I see. Does anyone feel like the new Animal Crossing game doesn't have enough good music? It doesn't feel right. Something's off for me. We're listening to the old one. I'm not sure which one this is, but I don't know. I like this one better. Okay, so this random rotation multiplier, we're actually going to be doing let's create a variable inside of player, and we're going to call this random scale. Wait. Yeah, random scale range, okay? And that's going to be a vector 2. So that here, inside of our player script, we can actually determine what these values are actually going to be, okay? So player.instance. Actually, you know what? Let's just put it here. So we go vector 2, random scale range equals player.instance.random scale range. We just want this random scale range to be stored in some kind of global game object like the player so that it can be referenced by this script here. Does that make sense? I'm not sure if it does. So random scale range is going to be random scale range.x and then random scale range.y. And you just put them inside here, and so each one of these is going to create a random variable for x, y, and z based on the random range, and it's also going to divide. Why? Because we want it to be a floating point. So if I made the max 1,000, then it could move by, technically it could move by a full point, a full integer of 1. Does that make sense? I don't really want to do negative numbers. But we're also not increasing the scale, is it? We're doing random rotation. Ha, Thomas. So we need to rename this random rotation scale. Random rotation scale. Oops. Yeah, random rotation range, random rotation multiplier. And then the player here. Shoot. Wait. What am I doing here? Player instance dot random rotation range. Okay. So go back to our player and rename this to random rotation. We're not actually scaling anything. We're just rotating and doing tweaks. So technically now we could rotate by. Let's try and figure this out really quick. Rotation would be quaternion dot Euler angles. Okay. Transform dot rotation. Okay. So transform dot rotation at Euler angles equals. Why am I getting a glitch here? Quaternion dot Euler. Is that not right? Why is that not working? What does it need to be? Dot Euler angles. How am I doing this, guys? Transform dot rotation equals new vector 3, maybe? Wait, didn't I have that? Huh. How do I set the rotation? I should know this. Let me look it up. Set rotation unity. Transform dot Euler angles. Okay. Okay, there we go. Sorry. All right, you guys ready? Let's give it a shot, see what happens. So if random rotation multiplier or random rotation range is 0, then it's just going to add 0 and we don't have a problem. So let's go to our, by the way, we need to go to our player and actually add in those variables for the actual layering modifier. I pasted that into Photoshop. Thank goodness I forgot to actually update it. So the position multiplier is set to 0.0003. And the, oops, wrong one. This one. The y is set to 0.01. And that's it. Now, the random rotation range, we could have it be 0 to 1,000. So that means that 0 divided by the max, which is 1,000, will be 0. 1,000 divided by 1,000, which is the max, would be 1. So it can rotate by a value of 1. I kind of want it to be negative, though. Negative 1,000 to 1,000, which means that it can rotate by a random value of -1 to 1. Okay? So, good. Everything looks good. Let's hit play and see what... I always think it's hilarious pressing play after doing a calculation like this, because it's always going to end up looking really weird. Look at that. Oh, that's kind of cool. I know why that's happening. Do I? Do I know why? I think I do. Yeah, that's why. It's because we're actually rotating the child, and that's not what we want to do. We want to do transform dot Euler angles. It needs to be plus equals. That's why. See that, guys? It needs to be plus equals, not equals, because it's setting it to like 1 or -1 or something. But it is rotating by the increments that I was hoping for, which is -1 to 1 randomly on the update. So this is actually going to look really cool. Whoa. Hey, that's not good. It needs to be transform dot we need an original rotation. Rotation. See that? And actually, I think it just needs to be 0. Sorry, let me think here, guys. Nope, 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 nope. Equals. Oh, nope, it can be this. I believe it can be this. The reason why is because the child is always going to be 0. No matter what we do with the rotation of the parent, the one that's the child is always going to be 0. Therefore, we can actually set it to the random rotation range. Is there something such as local Euler? There is. Okay, we're going to use local Euler, or however you say that, angles. So let's hit play, and hopefully what we'll get is everything stacking like normal, but everything's going to be wiggling just a little bit. The reason why we're doing this is so that we don't, hopefully this works, so that there's no confusion about things overlapping one another. Good. All right, the building is shaking. How cool is that? I mean, obviously we don't want to keep it, but that's fun. This is why I like making games, guys. Oh man, watch this. What if we made it negative 5,000 and 5,000? Whoa! And obviously, guys, this isn't going to be on update. It is now, but in the when we actually finalize this code, it's only going to happen when you place the object. So that is nuts. I love it. Whoa. It's just really fun to see this. But that is definitely doing what, I was hoping. Now, let's shrink the numbers significantly down to negative 100 to 100. See that? You can't even see it. But what it's doing is hopefully it's saying, hey, Unity, there's no such thing as perfectly equal planes. So you're never going to get flickering unless the random numbers are equal with the two blocks, which is highly unlikely because it's a random number from 200 to, wait, why is it set to 200? Hold on. Negative 200 to 200. Okay, good. So we still have some flickering going on. See that? Look at that. So that's okay, actually. I actually know why that's happening. If I set it to, watch this. If I go to negative 100 to 100, hopefully this will make it a little bit more subtle. So that's actually not good. I know why that's happening. Okay, I see. Let's do negative 1 or negative 10 to 10. Shouldn't be doing that over there. That shouldn't be happening. I know it's hard to understand maybe for some of you watching why I'm doing this. I don't even think I know if I know exactly why I'm doing it. Okay, so I don't think we want it to be rotation. I think we do want it to be, let's see here. This is tough. This one's a tough one. Come on. I think we do want it to be positional. So let's do position. Okay? So we got to change the word. Random position range. Random position multiplier. Random multiplier. Random position range. Random multiplier range. Or wait. What's going on here? Yes, okay. Random position multiplier. So we're going to get the child, and then we're going to transform dot. I see. Okay, so this right here. So original. Do I have an original position? No, I don't. So I can just use 0. That's all I can do. Okay, so, yep. Go back here. This is just going to say transform.position equals new vector. And it's just going to shake the position just slightly, okay? And again, guys, the reason why we're doing this is so that if something is overlapping another thing, we're telling Unity there is something needs to be put in front. Otherwise, Unity's not going to know which one's in front, so it's just going to flicker. And we don't want that. So we need to tell it to do something, and we're going to be doing some random positional shifts. Okay, so this right here, random position range, okay? Take that and just paste it into our player script so that when we go to play mode or go to Unity, let me take a look here. Okay. Hey, Arturo, that's a good idea. Try only positive and only negative. We're going to try Arturo's thought. Arturo, you might be right, bud. We're going to try it really quickly here. Okay, you ready, buddy? So I think you might be right. I think you might be right. So we're going to give it a shot, see what happens. Guys, I'm selling mugs. Give it a shot, see what happens. If you want to be reminded daily that you should give things a shot and see what happens, get a mug. It supports my channel. It supports me, helps me make games. It's a pretty cool mug too. It's really simplistic. Okay, so you're correct. Or maybe you are. Maybe you're not. We'll see. 0 to 1,000. Okay, let's hit play. You ready? Arturo might be correcto. Why was that happening again? That's crazy. Why is that happening? I thought I knew what was going on. Wait, what? Wait, what? I totally lost my train of thought. Why is that happening? That's weird. Huh. Wait, what's going on? Why is that happening? What? That's weird. Arturo was right, though. Pretty sure you were right, buddy. So why is it setting to 0? I totally forgot why this is happening. Let me take a look here. The parent is set to 90. And this rotation is getting set to -90. That is so weird. What? I don't know why that's happening. Whoa, guys, isn't that weird? Why is this happening? Go down. What if I set it to 0? I'm just confused. We had this problem 5 minutes ago and I fixed it. And now it's back and I don't know why. What? So you can see here, it's setting the wall to -90. What? Dee, 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 dee. Look, if I set it to 0, 0, random rotation range, it's still flat. Look. What? Guys, what is happening? I don't even know what's happening. That sucks. Whoa. This is crazy. I don't know. Let's remove this script completely and see what happens. Man, this sucks because we had it earlier, and I tried to be clever and now it's sort of screwy. What happens when I do this? Okay, that works. Huh. That's crazy, right? Well, let's take a look, actually. Let's see what the actual rotation of the child is currently. It's 0, right? So we should... Y'all, this is nuts. What? Random rotation range equals the range of player random rotation. Then it goes 0 to 1,000, and then we divide by 1,000. So I don't know why that's happening. That's crazy. So if random rotation range equals 0, 0, we shouldn't be getting anything. There should be no, it should be zeroed out. What? Boy, I don't know, guys. That's it. Thank you. Oh, they said, who was that? Can we give a round of applause to Sasuke Crafter? The answer is, it's supposed to be local. There you go. Duh. Thank you. Round of applause to Suzuki. Applause emojis. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Suzuki Crafter. It's local. Okay, so back to who someone else had a solution, and that is that if we do a random range, it should be positive. All of them should be positive in some way. And I think that will solve our problem. But let's see here. And it's going to have the max it could rotate is +1. The minimum it can rotate is 0. Okay? So there's that. There's that. Hey, let's just keep going. Take a look. Oh, Thomas. This looks great. This is what we wanted. Now, obviously, we don't want it to be as extreme, right? But this is really what we're going for. So let's see here. Let's make it smaller. What if we made it 50? You can't even see it. It's very subtle. Obviously, it's not going to be rotating on an update. It's just going to be on start. So the idea, guys, is to have all of the previous... Okay, look at that. That's okay. I think I know how to solve that. So all of the previous rules we created for sizing should not be overwritten by this new rotation, okay? So it's okay. It's good to have it on update right now because it can show us all of our options for when, because it's only going to happen on start. When you place the object, it's going to set that random rotation. But the reason why we have it on update right now is we can see all of the different options. This is great. This is really, really great. Okay, good. So now, let's just take a look and make sure everything looks good. Let's do the floor as well. So far, so good. Okay. There's some flickering right there. Okay, I think I know what's going on there. Okay, I figured that out. Just now I thought about it, and this was with the help of one of you guys. Whoever did solve the rotation issue for me, you're also helping me understand the idea here. So if we hit pause, basically if it's flat, we only want it to rotate along the X, okay? So we have this random rotation value here. So we're going to set random rotation to all of these values. Okay, we're going to do that up here. Okay. All right, set them here. Find current rotation. Set random rotation increment to avoid any other flickering or any flickering between same materials, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. If it's a flat piece, this is a floor. This is a forward wall. And then this one is a side wall, okay? And next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and we're going to set the rotations only based on if it's a floor, a forward wall, or a side wall. If that makes sense. Hopefully it does. So we're just gonna do .x. Can we do that? I sure hope so. I don't think you can. It's not like JavaScript. Yeah, you can't do that. That's okay. So what we'll do is we're going to do this right here. We're going to just set the X. Oh, it was the X, yes. Okay, it was 0. 0. So all this does is this is going to only set our variables based on if it's a floor. So this is only if it's a floor. So let's test just the floor. Does that make sense? We don't need all these. Okay, let's do it this way. This is much cleaner. There we go. I just want you guys to be able to see the script here. That's ugly. Good, okay. So let's save that out. And I just want to do something really quickly here. I want to see which direction I want each wall to rotate randomly. So this one I would like it to rotate along the Z. Okay, so that is a... Which kind of wall is that? 90, 0, 90. Which is 92, 70, 0. Okay, same thing as 92, 70, 0. So again, we want this to rotate along the Z axis. Okay, good. How many of you understand what I'm doing here? It's a little bit, I'm not saying it's over your head. I'm definitely not saying that. I'm saying it's convoluted, and that's my fault. But that is a, okay, good. That is a side wall. So it's going to go like this. 0, 0, Z. And then finally, the 90, 0, 0, which is, I believe, the ones on the left here. These are, let's see here, what's its parent? 90, 0, 0. We want these to rotate along the same thing, Z-axis, okay? Same thing. I figured. Cool. So that should do it. So what that means, guys, is that if something's flat, it can't rotate like this, like angled like that, and then the other one's angled like this. That you're gonna get some clipping there. It means that things are only gonna rotate along their plane, if that makes sense. So or along their forward rotation. My coffee's cold. That's disgusting. If we hit play here. Okay, good. Looking good, Tom. What about the floors? Is that the right rotation? So that's rotating like this. See that? So that clipping isn't very good right there. That's definitely not what we want. Okay. So what are we going to do here? Yeah, rotation's not going to work. Darn. Rotation's not going to work. Oh well. Let's go back in time. The reason rotation's not going to work is because these are boxes. They're not just planes. So, we're going to need to change it to we're going to need to change it to scale. Yep. Okay. No big deal. It's okay. What are all these? What's going on here? There we go. Okay. Set random scale by small random float, right? Random position or random scale range. I would prefer position, guys. I'm not going to explain why, but I would prefer shifting the position just a little bit. And this is going to be the smallest number we adjust our blocks by. By smallest, I mean we're using a lot of adjustments here. We're going through various phases, and this is the final phase. We adjust based on the angle of the block. We adjust based on the material of the block. We adjust based on the Y position of the block. Finally, we're going to just shift it super subtly so that all those other rules previously are not suddenly overridden by a random position. You want that random position to be smaller than all the other rules. That makes no sense. I spelled it wrong. That's why. Random position range. Okay. And the next thing we're going to do is just make sure we go to the player and we shift that to that. Good. And then we also need to do this. Transform.local position equals bang. And we're just going to shift based on the various positions. This we don't need. All that junk, we don't need that. Why is that working? What's going on here? It's a vector 2. Ah, Thomas. There we go. All right. So we're going to be shifting by very subtle integers. Man, this is tough because I know that this is going to screw up the other rules that we've created, because the other rules are shifting scale by very small increments. So if we're shifting the position by very small increments, we might get into some trouble. But we're just going to try it out and see what happens. Ready, guys? Let's hit play. So somebody said something really good. This was Dell. Fortnite uses imperfect models, and they just change the position slightly when overlapping, and that prevents flickering and hides it quite well. And that's awesome. I totally am cool with that thought process. Personally, though, I want to be able to use clean blocks for now. And then we can, once we get it perfected, then we can go ahead and change it, you know? Reading the chat, guys. Chef Evier, you said, why isn't the collider? The collider doesn't have anything to do with this. The snapping isn't based on the collider. The snapping is based on a quad. And we're actually bleeding the shapes together. We're not. If we separate the shapes out, you're actually going to get corners that aren't. They're going to be cut out, and we don't want that. We want it nice and clean and smooth, right? Okay. So we're going to hit play. Well, actually, let's go to player here and just double check that. Okay. Random position range is 0. We can set it to 1,000. So we're going to get a shifting of 1 unit, which is going to be nuts, right? That's definitely going to make things look crazy, but that's okay. We're going to shrink it down slowly. All right. Okay. So that's what we want. Or we at least know it works, right? We can do 10 and then -10. So we're getting very subtle shifts, and that's exactly what we want. We could probably go down to, you want to know something? We could probably do -5 and 5. I don't even want to see it, but I want Unity to know it, right? Unity needs to know it. And again, we're not going to be doing this in the update, right? Okay, let's see here. Okay. We don't want it to ruin the other rules. Okay. This might just work, guys. I guess technically it could be 1. This might just work, my friends. It really depends, though, on the shader. Good. That's what we want. Oh, it needs to be scale. Maybe not. Maybe not. Actually, that's ruining something. Okay, that is ruining our previous rule that says bricks need to be in front of wood. So we need to go to our previous rule. Actually, let's just try -1 and 1. See what happens. Okay. Well, that's good news in the sense that, okay. It's good news in the sense that a value of -1 and 1 is enough to cause a shift. That's good. But the problem is that our material rule that says bricks need to appear in front of wood, it's obviously not, it's not enough, okay? So let's go back to scene view here. And let's jump on over to this one here. Okay, so zoom in. Now let's go to player here. And we're going to go to our material multiplier. Let's see here. Oh my. Okay, I think we might have an issue. Material multiplier is getting overwritten for some reason. I see. It's getting overwritten by this. Got it? So we need to set orig scale. Oh, Thomas. You're a interesting person. So what is the problem here? Oh, boy. Okay, let's set this to be a vector 3. Vector 3... Okay, we'll copy this. Vector 3, size, material, size, orig scale with material, shift, and then this is going to be orig. Oh shoot! I'm trying to think here. My head hurts. Ah, yes. Material scale shift is not going to include this. Okay. And then all we're going to do is go to... We're going to put these in parentheses here. You want to know something? I can't even explain what I'm doing, but my head knows what I'm doing. It's a weird feeling. Material scale shift dot x plus. All right, and we'll, knock on wood. We'll see if my head actually knows what I'm doing here. Plus z. All right. So this we're going to first and foremost, the most important thing right here is comment out all this other stuff that we just did and make sure that we're still okay with the material rule and also the layer rule. If the material rule and the layer rule work, then thank you for the donation. That's a super chat. Thank you from Eunice. Okay. Okay. So let's go to exit play mode. And -1, 1. Okay, guys. Let's hit play. And what we're checking for here is we want to make sure that materials next to each other, like if a brick is next to something, if a brick is next to a wood, it's going to appear in front of it. It does. So if we set this to, yep, good. Okay. Then the Y position just appears a little bit bigger over top. See that? So it's always going to appear in front of what's below it. And that is what we wanted, my friends. Yes, yes, very much. Very much so. Oh, we're out of music. So far, things look okay. Okay. Okay, looking good. Okay. So, from what I can gather, nothing is overlapping currently, which means we fixed that piece of code. Please, God. Okay, good. I hate when I'm looking for glitches and I'm just waiting for one to pop out. Okay, so far, no matter how big I go, higher up, everything should be layering on top of each other. See that, guys? Even the wood should layer on top of this. Come on. Oh, man. I can't read. There it is. Yeah, okay. Looks like everything's working. All right, you guys ready to go back to what we were working on earlier, which is setting the random scale just a tiny bit, just shifting ever so slightly. Or a random position, I mean. Ever so slightly. Random position. This is so that we're never going to get flickering if two materials who are identical are next to each other. Okay, save it. And thank you for the donation. That was Raphael Heineck. Thanks for the fist bump. All right. Wow. Okay. Well, this is what we wanted. That's good news. Thank you for the donation. From Eunice. Another donation. Those are very cool sunglasses. Thank you. Okay, guys, you ready? Let's take a look and see if that shifting is doing what we need it to do. Whoa. That's not good, actually, and I can tell you why. The child should be shifting. We shouldn't be getting... Yeah, we shouldn't have the snap. The snapping shouldn't be changing. Why is that? What? Oh, it's because of the collider, I believe. Okay, so there is the collider. I was wrong when I talked to someone about this. I can't remember what your name was. I was wrong when I said the collider has nothing to do with the snapper. It does. I forgot. But if we make this super subtle, okay, we set it to 1. Okay. So let's see if we can see any. Okay, you guys see it vibrating? Look at that. Isn't it weird how video game development, without you even knowing it, suddenly you start realizing, oh, this is how the real world works. Everything is vibrating in the real world. Now, obviously, we're going to not have this on update. But that vibration is, honestly, it's going to solve a lot of problems. Let me show you why. I don't think it's possible. Okay, that's not good. See that? That is not good. Can we make it more subtle? How about 0.05 or 0.02? Okay. So the vibration is occurring. You can actually look at it. Look at this. The hope is that these floating point numbers are super small, but also big enough for Unity to know that the shader and the material needs to appear in front of something else. I'm not sure at what point the shader just gives up and says they're equal. I don't know. But let's just line up these on top of each other over and over and over again and wait till we see a bug. If we don't, then that's big enough. Okay, so there's one. There's one. See that? Yeah. Okay, so here's what we'll do. The first question is, it's the question, Neo. It's the question. It's the question. So the flickering implies, what does that mean? It means, Let's create a variable. I'm not sure what that flickering actually means. Because, you know, you can still get that flickering. I don't know if that means that it's... Yeah, even if I set it to 1,000 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. Yeah. Okay. So if we had it at 0.02, thank you for the donation. How do you stay motivated? I'm working on a game right now and it feels like I've just hit a wall and I can't get past it. Boy, I made a whole video on this. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I'll give you one answer while I'm working. Basically, let me create a variable here. For me, it really helps to have some kind of strings attached to me working on a project and actually moving forward with it. So for me, my strings attached are bills and mortgage and a wife and a daughter that I have to take care of. So I can't just goof off and quit a project. I have to finish it. So that's one way. Another way is just to know yourself. You know, if you're a human being, you're going to get bored of your project. So the infatuation is going to wear off. So just prepare, emotionally prepare, and know that it's going to go away. And then the third way is visualize your future. Visualize how much money you want to make off the game. Visualize launching your game. Visualize how you want to talk to your family about you launching your game. Visualize acclaim. That helps too. Private bool. Actually, nope, nothing here. All we're going to do is this. Inside of update here is we're going to do if, and again, guys, this update is not going to be permanent. We're going to make this, this is only going to happen on start. It's not actually going to happen on, yeah, it's not going to happen on update. if update size, if player dot instance dot update size is going to be a bool. Okay. And player right here, public bool update size equals false. Actually, it's going to be by default. It's going to be false. So if we have it set to true, it's gonna update things. So I can, when we hit play mode, I can make it false. Actually, it needs to be true by default. No, it doesn't. Public bool update size. Okay. So we'll set it to true, and the jiggling is going to occur, and then I can click false, and it'll turn off, and then we can see how everything stabilizes into place. And if it stabilizes and looks good, then we've just solved all of the world's problems. Update size, 0.02, hit play, everything looks good. Sasuke asked, doesn't the positioning flickering occur because we're shifting the position? And the answer is no. The flickering we're trying to avoid is when two planes, two faces of a mesh are on top of each other, identical, and Unity is confused. The flickering you're seeing now is totally different. Once we turn off the update, the flickering is going to stop. It's going to choose a position, and Unity is going to know which one should appear in front, which one appears behind. Hopefully that makes sense. So do we got some flickering going on here? Let's wait till we see the flickering, okay? Yeah, keep going, Tom. Okay, that's not going to do it. We need to do it here. You can really see the flickering with the brick. Okay, good. So you can see the flickering, right? See that? Now let's go to player. And actually, let's do a couple more just to double check. Okay. Go to scene view so we can actually zoom around. See that flickering right there? Now let's go to player. And let's turn it off here. Turn off the update. Okay. So let's just go down the line. So that is a little bit of a problem there. I don't super mind it. Let's keep going down the line. If I make it negative 0.02, that might solve the problem. So negative 0.02 to 0.02. See that, guys? See what I'm doing here? I hope it makes sense. Basically, when it comes to a mesh, you don't want two meshes identically on top of each other. That's a big no-no. So far, it doesn't look bad. Turn on update size again, and let's start building up and just make sure we're not getting any other issues. Specifically, issues that override rules we created before this one, which you can see some rules right now. One of them is the bricks on the second layer always overlap the bricks on the first layer. Okay? Beautiful, Tom. Beautiful. Thank you. You didn't have to say that. All right, guys. I need to stop slouching. Oh! Pop my back. All right, guys. I'm looking for flickering. We've got some on the top edges. I don't really mind it, though. It doesn't really bother me. Let's try the floors now, okay? Are you ready? Ooh, I hate doing floors. Okay, we've got flickering right there. Not good. Do you guys want to try a bigger number? Flickering again. A bigger number should solve the problem, okay? So how about negative 0.02? Still happening. Crap. This is such a delicate dance. I hate doing this kind of stuff because it makes me think, I hope other platforms don't cause it to break. Okay, flickering right there. What if I make it 1 by 1? Oh, no. Remember, Thomas? Turn off the update. Okay, we're still getting flickering. Why is that? What? Turn on the update. How about 10? Turn on... Are we getting... Let's see here. They're not even vibrating. Why is that? How crazy is that? Oh, that's why. Haha. Okay, it needs to be -1 by 1. If I do -1 by 1, okay, you're seeing some issues occurring with the rules of the stone always appearing in front of the wood. So 1 to 1, let's see if it solves our material problem. If it does, it means we're at least on the right track. Okay, it does. But it's hurting the rules related to, well, I think it is actually. If I turn on update, you can see that sometimes the wood appears in front, and that's not good, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. Let's do 0 to 1, okay? And then let's turn, okay, that fixed it. Let's turn off update, okay? And let's go over here and make sure that fixed our problem here. Okay, guys, I think 0 to 1 is going to be the number we want to use. Turn on update again. See that? That flickering has nothing to do with the planes touching each other. It has to do with the shaking occurring on update. If I turn off the update, it goes away. See that? Whew, it's making my heart race. Just because I've been really thinking about the solutions for all of this, and it seems like everything is working. You know, what would be really cool is to go into Blender and smooth out these edges just a little bit, so that even though we have, see that? Even though we have some angles right there, it doesn't mean it might look pretty because it's smoother. You know, we could try that. But guys, I think the problem is solved. I think I may have just gotten my wall system completed. Let's turn on update again. Okay, we've got some rule breaking right here. You can see it happening. Very rarely. Very rarely. So, what if we did 0.5? Okay? Or 0.6. Okay, 0.6. Just look for the flicker between those, the brick and the stucco. None. Okay, let's turn off update. Now we're looking for flickering. Any flickering? Usually have is on the edges here. This is the weirdest thing I've ever done in a game. It's very particular. Okay, we got some flickering right there. That's not good. So, what if we did 0.8? Turn on update, so everything resizes. Okay, and then turn off update. Look for that flickering one more time. We're really, really doing a dance here. I think that's okay. Let's turn on update one more time and look for any rules being broken. Any rules being broken? I just saw one. It's so rare. I mean, it's so rare that I don't know if I care. Okay, we're good. I think we're just going to keep it that way for now for this demo. And this demo is going to be for pitching to publishers and also if I want to do a Kickstarter campaign. So I think it's awesome. I really do. Let's make sure we get all these rules set. Print screen. Okay, paste the screen in just so we make sure we have all of our variables. Okay, so it's 0.8. Cool. And then we're going to go to update size is going to occur only once on start. Okay? And then if we want to, we can go to the player and click update size, and it's going to run the update size script for debugging purposes. Does that make sense? So let's go out of play mode here. Okay, guys, I'm excited. You want to build a world? You want to build a building? You want to build a cool thing? Let's do it. All right. What was it? 0.8? Save it? I think it was 0.8. I'm like getting excited because this is going to be really fun. Let's build a house. You guys ready? And if we can get these walls to work, we can get pretty much anything to work. So that's the idea here. So let's build, uh-oh. I think we're okay. Okay, the flickering you see right now is actually the snappable object over top. So I'm okay with that. So let's build a big A house here. And update size is not currently on, which is good. Seems like everything's working okay. Oh, nope, I want it to be stone. I can't delete things currently, which sucks. No! Why? That's wrong. That's just wrong. Update size. Okay. Why? Oh, guys, I thought I was done. I thought I had done it. All right, so we got a problem with the floors here. Wait, I mean, is it even updating? What if I made it 100? Yeah, that's not good. Shoot. Ah! Turn on 5 and then turn off update. Okay. So I believe in the y-axis of the flat. It actually needs to be a little bit more aggressive. So that's okay. I think I have a solution for that. Let's do that really quick, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to this right here, copy this, and we're going to go to this, and we're gonna, actually it's right here. No, yep, okay. So take this, if my rotation equals quaternion Euler, blah, 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 blah. Then what you do is you go to local scale equals, or I'm sorry, local position equals okay, I got it. New vector. And we're gonna go, okay, I've got this, guys, I've got this. Let me think here. if I go into my block here, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this before I end the day. Block. If I go into, here it is right here. We want the Y to shift up pretty significantly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to, but only if it's flat. Only if it's flat. There we go. And this one is gonna be, remember our number was 0.8? We want it to be like 1, a value of 1. Yeah. Yeah, let's multiply times 10. What's 0.08 times 10? I should know that. Oh, it's 0.8. Good. Okay. Yeah, so we can get pretty close to a value of 1 if it's flat. Let's write a comment here because this is confusing. If I'm flat, please shift me upward. More significantly than other walls. Okay? So that's occurring in our update size class. I don't know, maybe. We'll try it out. Here we go. You guys ready? I'm already seeing flickering. Mother effer. The Y looks good, though. Okay, I know what's going on here. You know, I know this is going to be ugly, but I just want to test it out really quick here. Take this. And then Z here. Sorry you can't see it, guys. I mean, I know a cleaner way to do this, all right? This is just to test it. Basically what this means is if it's flat, that jiggle script is going to jiggle it significantly more. The problem with this is I don't know if there is a problem though. Yeah, I don't think there's a problem here. We're going to save this and I think it's actually going to be okay. Let's jump back into Unity and hit play. Don't ask me why the flat ones matter more. I don't know. I have no idea. Okay. Son of a bee. No! Hold on, guys. Give me just a sec. That's okay with me right there. That's okay with me. I don't mind that. Okay, so, position range. Huh. I think I figured out something. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, so I think I know what I need to do. What's 1 times 10? Well, it's 10. So we want 0.8 to equal 10. Okay, so that's like times 100, right? 0.8, or yeah, 0.8 times 100 is 80. That's not right. Oh, 0.08. Is it 0.08 or 0.8? Okay. I think I know what I'm doing here. Let's add a 0. Just bear with me, guys. I think that what this means is we're going to get a significant amount of adjustments. Right now, all I want it to do is fix the floor issue first. You know, it's frustrating because I thought it was totally working, and it's not, and that's okay. So let's go to our yeah, let's actually just place everything. Okay, we've still got an issue. Good grief, guys. Wait, what's going on? Wait. This isn't right. It should be rotating. I don't think it is. Debug.log. I'm rotating. Man. We're just going to create a new variable called random flat position. I don't want to do that. That's a mess. How about this? Flat position multiplier. This is just a mess. But I don't mind having things be a mess while I try and figure it out. I'll clean it up later, right? All right. You know, we could make it a vector 3 if we wanted to. You know? And this will be .x, .y, and then .z. And this is player .instance . Okay? Does that make sense, guys? Flat position modifier. Does that make sense, guys? I'm not sure if that does. But we're gonna give this a shot and see what happens. Now here's the thing, guys. There's 2 reasons why you shouldn't have messy code. I'm the worst coder, by the way, but there's 2 reasons why you shouldn't have messy code. The first reason is you want your team members to not be infuriated with you and actually know how to work in your project. The second reason, and I don't have that, the second reason I know I should do clean code is because I don't want to slow things down. So having a bunch of code in an update like this is terrible. But if it's in start and it just does it once, I don't really mind it. Flat position multiplier. We're going to do 1,000 by 1,000 by 1,000. That means that 0.8 is going to multiply by 1,000. Okay? So let's turn on update size here. It's not happening, guys. Oh, it's because it's not flat. There we go. See that? So, Thomas has an idea, guys. We don't need it to shift along the x-axis. Isn't that nuts? Well, we actually do. We actually do. What about 100 by 100 by 100? Any rules being broken? Yes, rule is breaking there. So, give me just a sec, guys. Let's go over here really quick. Zoom in, and I don't want that rule to be broken. See that rule that's breaking right there? It's clipping through. We don't want that. So let's go to player here. And I believe that is flat position multiplier. No, it's going to be Z. Okay, so let's make it 25. And then 25. And then 25. That's pretty subtle. And I don't think it's going to break any rules. I don't think it's going to break any rules. The rule it's going to break, I know what rule it's going to break. It's going to break if I have stone. It's going to clip through the stone. See that? Okay, so 10. 10. It's still clipping through the stone. Still clipping. That sucks. Okay. What does this mean? Oh, come on. I've almost got this, guys. First thing, let's make sure that we can place our stone and never get a clipping occur. If we turn off the update, let's just double check here. All right, let's press escape here and turn off the update. Good, there's no clipping occurring. Okay, good. Now the problem, my friends, is if we use wood here. Whoops. Let's use wood. There we go. Wood should always appear below the stone. So if I do stone, it should appear. Yeah. Okay. So that's not cool. Okay, I think I know what to do here, guys. I mean, that looks great right there, but I know why that's happening. Let's turn on update again. Okay, turn off update. How are things down there? Okay, I'm seeing just a little bit of clipping there, but I don't care. Okay. So, well, that's weird, isn't it? I think that's because I know why that's happening. I placed 2 there on accident. Okay, that's not a problem. Okay, see this, guys? We need to ensure. Let's turn on that again. Hold on. What is going on? That's weird. Yep, clipping is going on right there as well. Shoot. Random shuffle, right? Alright, clipping as well there. So our flat position multiplier is not good enough in the Y direction. So we're going to turn on 5. We're going to make it 5. Really shift it. Turn off update. What happens? We're looking for clipping when we turn off update. Okay, it looks pretty good. Some clipping right there. See that? Might need to do a little bit more. 10. What do we got going on? Looks pretty good. Okay, guys. I'm okay with 10. Now, let me show you how we're going to make it not look so messy. See how the pattern looks messy? That is because, let's screenshot this really quick. Thank you for the donation. Raphael says, thanks for keeping us inspired. Every time I start to doubt, I watch your videos. The first big game launches, maybe begin to focus only on my games. Wishing good luck. Wall flickering problem. Yeah. All right, guys, I got 8 minutes. By the way, guys, if you want to, I know I keep doing this. I'm just trying to make a little bit of money for the studio. Give it a shot, see what happens. It's my new mug. If you want one, grab one. Thank you, Raphael, for your donation. Guys, every little bit helps the studio. All right. So first thing is 210.2 for the. Smells like smoke. $210.2 is the values we want for that. The next thing we want to do here is we need to change the material. No, I'm so sorry. Yes, the material multiplier Y value. So let's make it 5,000 and turn on update and see what happens. That's crazy. What about 20,000? What about 100,000? What? That's crazy. Wait, what? That's the value. Wait, what? Hang on. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out what these values are even doing. Okay. All right. So the higher the number, the smaller the shrinkage. So we're going to do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What about 20? Okay. Okay, 100 is too big. 90, 80, 70, 50, 30, 20. Okay, it looks like 20 is going to have to be our number, guys. See that? Now it's smoothed out. So if 20 is our number, and we turn off update size, this is how everything looks. So it looks like overall, you know, we've got, generally, we've got a little bit of flickering going on here. But I think overall, I think that's okay. I think I know why that is. That flickering happening because there's pieces in it. What am I trying to say? The thing is that most people are going to want their floor to be one style, or at least be clean about it. So, oh, that sucks. Oh, we got to turn on update. That's why. There we go. So for some reason, having it on start isn't good enough. It has to be an update, which is weird. I'll figure that out tomorrow. But overall, yeah, it looks pretty smooth. Okay, so the values are as follows. Let's see here. Okay, so we can exit play mode. I believe we got, let me do it one more time. Print screen, paste inside of Photoshop. And then we're going to exit play mode and then put these values into this field here. So the position multiplier is now set to, or I'm sorry, the material multiplier is going to be 2020. Wait, what? Okay. I'm just going to do 20. I don't believe that the X should be shifting that much. Ugh, this sucks. I don't believe the numbers I just pasted. And then 10 here. Thank you for subscribing. And update. All right, we're going to try it again. Hit play. Oh, we need to listen to Paper Mario soundtrack. Y'all want to do that? Paper Mario soundtrack. The higher the number, the smaller the shrinkage. Yep. Okay, so let's try this out. Oh my goodness. Man. Let's just hope this works. Because I just don't think it is. Something happened. No, we're good. I just need to set the texture to loop properly. So turn on update size again. So the stone should always appear on top of the wood. And then this hard stone here should always appear on top of the wood as well. And then this other tile floor should appear on top of the... See that? You could see the size variations just ever so slightly. Okay, let's just test this out, I guess. Man, it's so... everything is so subtle here. Okay, good. Looking good, Tom. So let's turn off update and just make sure everything looks good. And if I just keep going up, what happens? Let's turn on update. Hopefully we're not getting anything coming through. Sweet, guys. I think we've got it working. Okay. You know what this means? We have a build system. And that's pretty cool. You can build all sorts of cool stuff, which is always fun, you know, no matter what kind of game you've got. I love building things, so. If I could play with Legos while I play Zelda, which is kind of the idea here, the Zelda-esque game, then I'm down. Okay, we got an issue there. Well, no, that's not true. Turn on update. There we go. Hey, watch this. We're going to jump into Blender really quick, and we're going to smooth this out. Edit mode. Cut. Do a cut. Come on. There we go. Nope, wrong. Along. There we go. Do a cut. Actually, we're going to do... Let's do 2. Take this face, scale. And then bevel it. Actually, we can just bevel it. Oh, man. Okay, let's take the face. I want to try this out. Take this face and bevel it. There we go. Nice and smooth. So that, you know, maybe we could make the edges look a little bit smoother. I'm going to fall through. Let it update here. Oh, no. I didn't fall through. Look, guys. Now the edges are a little bit smoother. See? And in fact, I think we could actually do it this way. Maybe something like that. Save it out. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, it's pretty smooth. I kind of like it, you know. It's interesting. I kind of think it works. What do you guys think? Pretty cool. I like it. All right, that's it, guys. Talk to you later. Thanks for hanging out. Bye, guys.